Yes, for 1 second of prayer. Oh, Heavenly Father, once again, we'll thank you for being in your house, my Father. We'll thank you for 2010, my Father, and as you welcome me in 2011, my Father.
Amen.
Lord, if I don't see but one day in 2011, you've done enough for me. And I want to thank you, my Father. Thank you for this church, my Father. Thank you for you, my Father. Your God, in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Let's just say amen.
Amen.
Let's say amen again.
Amen.
Let's say amen a third time.
Amen.
I was sitting there thinking, 2 years ago, New Year's Eve, I ran into the pastor after we had separated from high school, approximately 27 years ago.
Right.
I didn't know I was going to end up over here, but let's show you how the Lord works.
Amen.
I'm just going to be for you. Real quick, Luke chapter 2. I'm going to choose 2 verses because of time. Luke chapter 2, starting at verse 48 and 49. I will give praise to the Lord, the highest priest, for our calling.
All right.
Lord, the finisher of our faith, my pastor, First Lady, Mother James, my beautiful wife.
Amen.
Always good to have her by my side. He said, I always ask the young man, if you get married, you die for your wife, because I would die for mine, because Christ died for the church.
Come on. Amen.
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 And read this quickly to you. And when they saw him, they were amazed at his mother said unto him, Son, why hast thou dealt with us? Behold, thy father and I have sought thee sorrowing.
Yes.
And he said unto them, How is it that ye sought me? Wist ye not that I must go about my father's business? In 2011, make the choice to be about your father's business.
Come on now, Frank. Come on now.
In 2011, be about your father's business.
All right.
And the important thing about this story, if you read it from 41 to 52, excuse me if I travel fast because I only got 10 minutes.
Amen.
But read it for yourself. The important thing about this story is Jesus got lost along the way. He was left behind, his parents didn't know. So sometimes we lose Christ along the way. Sometimes we forget where we lose him at. And then we got to think to ourselves. We forget when we lost him, how we lost him, and where we lost him at.
Okay.
But the important thing was, when they looked for Jesus, he was in the church.
Come on now.
You see, sometimes as people, we get lost along the way. We lose Jesus along the way. You see, we bring homosexuality into the school and take prayer out.
What you say?
Jesus got lost along the way.
Come on now.
You see, sometimes, instead of telling that little knucklehead boy or that little girl, I'm looking for the type of woman that I want that to be in God, you got to figure out a way to keep him so you sleep with him. Christ got lost along the way. You know, it all sounds good when you're in the secular world.
Well,
it sounds good, but Christ gets lost along the way.
that's right.
And the important thing is trying to get back to where you lost him at. You see, you got to remember, okay, at some point I lost my way. At some point something went wrong.
Yeah.
So if you got lost in 2010, going into 2011, say, I'm going to go back and find Jesus.
Amen.
I'm going to go back where I left him at. I'm going to go back to doing things like I used to do, because that's where I left Christ at.
All right.
See, and an important thing about still standing, like Sister Sherry say, you got to go back and get Jesus.
Yeah.
You see, because he's always there, but if you leave him, he won't be by your side.
Well.
You see, when life tempts you and situations come, first thing you're going to call is on Jesus.
Yeah.
You're going to go back to where you started.
Yeah.
But why not have him with you anyway? And you won't have to call on him. You can just whisper. You see, sometimes you're going to lost, you want to jump up and down and scream, and all you got to say, Lord, I know you're here. Lord, because you never leave and never forsake me. One thing my dad used to always tell me was, take the Lord with you. I say, he's always with me.
All right.
But I'm making sure he's on my side.
Come on now.
You see, because you'll have him with you, but if you ain't got him on your side, you got a problem, because you left Jesus. You see, so in this story, if you read it, they were gone several days, and they thought he was somewhere else. Just like you be thinking, well, Jesus just don't have to be with us anyway.
Well,
he's going to be there, but you want him to protect you. You want him to look out for you. You want to start all over from where you started from. So what you need to do is go back.
All right.
Go back. Like the old folks say, go back to church. So see, that's where they found Jesus at. It's okay to go back to church and listen to the man of God. You may learn something. Matter of fact, I know you're going to learn something. If you go back to where it all started at, you're going to pick something up. You're going to learn something. You're going to hear something that's going to get your attention. If it ain't but one word, that one word can make a difference. Because it's going to take you back to where you started. You see, the important thing of going back to where you started, you used to play a little game of marbles. And if you hit me, I got to go back to the start. You see, if you hit my marble, I got to start all over again. So, in other games, around the world, you shoot, you fan me up, I got to go back. You see, sometimes it's okay to go back. Remember 2010, because you can talk about things that happen, but talk about how you overcome. Go back to where you started at with Jesus, though. I just go back to where I started. Lord, I thank you for where you brought me to, but I made some mistakes in 2010. In 2011, I'm going to go back to where I started. So those that are here in church, you're in the right place. Those that are in the club, they're in the wrong place. You see, because you can't start 2011 in the club and expect everything to be all right. There's something wrong with that picture. You see, because you're going to have to go back. Now, they'll be in church, them snotting and falling out Sunday morning. You see, but they're going to be sloppy drunk falling out Saturday night. Friday night, Friday, right? Friday night, sloppy drunk falling out. You see, because I used to work those clubs when they sloppy drunk and falling out. And the first day, some of you want to talk to you about God while they drunk. And that's the amazing thing. It's like, okay, you want to talk to me about God, but you sitting up here falling out, drunk, urinated on yourself, but you want to hold a conversation to me about God. Something is wrong with that picture. Something is wrong with that picture. You come to the club with your girlfriend, telling me your wife at home and everything is fine. Something wrong with that picture. You need to go back to where you started. Because you telling me, talking about your wife, your girlfriend with you, there's something wrong with that.
That's right.
You need to go back to where you started. You bragging about having a sugar daddy. Because you don't want to work, or some woman paying your bills because you too trifling to work as a man. You need to go back to where you started. Some people buy Steve Harvey books to learn how to pick up a man, but if you pick up the right book, you will pick up a man. Because you follow the wrong instructions. Well, Steve Harvey said, if you don't call me, I'll call you back. No, when I was in the world, I didn't want you to call me. That's one time I called you. So, Steve Harvey giving you some bad information. I'm just being honest with you. I was in the world. I didn't want a young lady to call me. I called you. When I was ready to pursue, when I met my wife, it was different. But that's who I was going to marry. But I didn't want him to call me.
That's right.
Because I was in the Word, I didn't want to be bothered until I called you. So, for them to sit up there and say, oh, Steve Harvey wrote a book, so, yeah, but Steve Harvey said it to people who's going to buy women.
That's it.
Men ain't going to read that garbage. We know what we want. Steve Harvey doing us a favor by telling you not to call us. So, go back to where you started. You want to find out how a man's supposed to treat you? Pick the book up.
That's right.
If the only thing you want you to say, tell you ain't give him that no more. Then you see how serious he is about you.
For real.
How long you gonna hang around? It's nasty, but it's fast. So go back to where you started at. You started as a virgin. It's okay to reclaim it in 2011. Reclaim it. Start it all over. I'm gonna save myself for marriage. He gonna get mad. Yeah, but if you want to marry, you want to marry anyway. He can wait. What's the big deal? Hey, when you get mad, he can catch up. But you need to go back to where he started. You need to go back to where he started. Hey, if you ask you to move in with him, why can't he marry you? You ain't gonna get nothing no way. You won't get no blessings. You ain't gonna get no goodness coming in. You just shacking up. Yeah, I'm shacking with him. Why would he marry you? It ain't no reason to marry. No, you living with me. Ain't that what you wanted? See, sometimes you got to go back to where you started. You see, it sounds crazy. Go back. In 2000, it's okay to think about 2010. And actually, I had a pretty good year. And I thank God for it. I thank Him for the problems that I did have. Because I get something to laugh about because I got the victory. Those people that tried to stop me, it's okay because I went back. Every time they say something crazy to me, Lord bless them. Lord, I thank you for them. Lord, don't worry about totally no. Lord, we moving on, we moving forward. Sometimes you got to go back to where you started. If you want a young lady to carry herself like a young lady, it's okay. If you want a young man to treat you like a young lady, it's okay. Yeah, you have a name. Let them call you by your name, not these other foreign names that they come up with. It's okay. In the Bible, women were respected. It's okay to be respected. I know for some reason y'all think y'all shouldn't be respected, but go back to where you first started. Go back. It's okay to go back. But sometimes we forget Jesus. We don't know where we fell short. We don't know where we went wrong. But it's okay. Go back. And think about it. I made some mistakes in my life, but I went back. I did some wrong things in my life, and I went back. I did some trifling things in my life, and I went back. I slept with some women, married women, but I went back. I knew it was wrong. I didn't care. But I went back. Lord, I know I was wrong. Lord, forgive me. Because I know I did some things. No, I ain't smoke no dope. No, I ain't robbed no bank. No, I ain't break no law. Lord, but I went back because I done some things. No, I'm not perfect. I done some things. You may be perfect. That's fine, but I done some things. So I went back to where I started. I went back to God. God, here I am. Take me as I am. You know, I'm a little bit weary and sad. I've been a little wounded. I've been a little weary. Lord knows I've been sad. But now I'm happy all the time. Ain't nothing you can do to kill my spirit because I went back. Ain't nothing you can do to hurt my feelings because I went back. I got a few guys don't speak to me right now today. And I go in and I smile and I speak to him every day. I don't know, he act like we married and he's mad. But I went back because I speak to him every day. I say, he acting like we dating or something. He don't say nothing to me. I don't know what y'all want from me. But I'm glad that I'm here. Nothing you can do about it. I ain't going nowhere, so it can't get rid of me because I went back to the way I used to do things. Because see, one thing about it, I used to be a junior deacon. I enjoyed that. It was kind of fun. So I knew when to go back. I knew all I've done. I knew when to go back. So it was time for me to go back. So in 2011, come on back to Jesus. Come on back to church. Come on back to doing God's way of doing things. Come on back. It's okay. If they laugh at you, smile at them. Say, I'm going back to Jesus. If they're telling you, baby, you don't love me, if you don't make love to me, tell me it's okay. I love you anyway, but you ain't getting none of this. Hey, if you got a woman out there looking like a flute, baby, because you dress a little nicer, because we going back. If you let the young fellas don't want to come to church, tell him you got to let it go because he ain't going where you going. It's time to come back. It's okay to come back. Come back to Jesus. Don't be ashamed. I know some of y'all scared to tell people to go to church. Hey, don't be ashamed because he said this on me before man. This on you before my father. It's time to come on back to church. You know, hey, I got to sign it. I'm going anyway, but come on back to church. Don't be ashamed. Come on back. Bring your boyfriend with you. Bring your girlfriend with you. Give them such difference than taking about the good. Come on back to Christ.